Let's all play What's My Line? Now let's meet this week's What's My Line panel first. Here's a real funny kid and no buts about it, Soupy Sales.
Thank you, and thank you, Chet Gould. Well, I'd like to introduce you right now to a beautiful singer who records for Brunswick Records, and her latest album sold 250,000, and if you'd like one, she has 250,000. Say hello to Donna Valeri.
Thank you very much. Well, we have this very, very handsome star from Mission Impossible, a very wonderful actor, Mr. Greg Morris.
It's my pleasure to introduce a lady that I think personifies grace, beauty, and talent, Miss Arlene Francis.
Well, here we all are in Wonderland, and here's the Mad Hatter himself, Larry Blyden.
Well, everyone, how are you today? I tell you, Soupy, did you know that your tie and Donna's shirt match?
Oh, we do.
That's where I got it. Check your shirt tail, yours.
Okay, we have a lovely show today and an interesting one, and would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Vian Haynes. Where are you from?
Orlando, Florida.
Okay, panel, Vian Haynes is in the entertainment business. And he does an act using a technique he learned while in the military service. We will now show the audience what he does. And we'll start the questioning with Arlene Francis.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Haynes, you're too young to have been in the cavalry, so I can rule out that you had anything to do with horses, right?
Right.
Do you do anything with anything unattractive like explosives?
No, I don't.
1 down and 9 to go, Soupy.
Well, I'll have to disqualify myself, Larry, because I know what Mr.
Okay,
Haynes
fine.
does.
Thank you very much,
That's
Soupy.
okay.
Donna?
Well, Mr. Haynes is a marvelous tan, so do you do this thing outdoors?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any assistants doing this, whatever you do?
Yes.
In other words, you're not alone when you're doing whatever you do. You have another...
He has assistants. Is that assistance in the sense of someone helping, or assistant in the sense of a person?
Assistance. By
Yes, he must have
helping.
some help in it, yes.
He has help. He
Yes,
can't
he
do
can't
it all
do
by
it alone,
himself.
no.
Outdoors. Can this assistance be given by a fish?
No.
Greg?
Something he learned in the service. Well, does what you do have anything to do with firearms?
No.
It's 3 down, 7 to go, Arlene.
Are you, when you perform, ever off the ground?
Yes.
Are you associated in any way with a flying object?
Yes.
Would it be a plane?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Donna.
Flying object that is not a plane.
Right.
Is it a bird? No, it's... Is it you that's flying?
I mean, does he operate the flying vehicle?
No. I mean, is he flying? Such as those things with a balloon
No.
that flies along?
no.
5 down and 5 to go, Greg.
But he doesn't use an airplane. It is a flying machine that you use.
Yes, I use.
There's one involved.
There's one involved.
Excuse me.
Well, would it help to find out what branch of service he was in?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Not really.
All right. That kind of rules out skydiving.
It would and it wouldn't, you know what I mean? You got him
Yeah.
up there in some kind of a vehicle now.
Right.
Go from there. I think.
But it's not a plane. Not a glider.
You want to pass?
Yes.
Okay, Arlene.
Well, now let's rule out everything. It's not a plane, it's not a glider, it's not a balloon, it's not a zeppelin, it's not a helicopter. Those are all in the plane area, aren't they?
Yeah, you're making a lot of assumptions in there.
Oh?
Oh,
Or at least you're making one too many.
is it a... Well, there aren't any zeppelins. Is it...
Very good, Arlene.
What else did I say? Can anybody remember what I said? I can't.
I do, but I can't play.
A helicopter?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you were paying attention. You do something from a helicopter?
Yes.
You get out of it in some way. Not with a parachute.
Yes.
Not with a parachute.
Right, not with a parachute.
You get out of a... as best you can.
You're awfully close. You're right at it, Arlene. I can tell you that. Just how does he get out of it without a parachute?
Is there a... are you in that... whatever it is that picks up people from the sea on a long line? What
No,
do they
I'm
call
sorry. I
it?
got to throw them all over. You were right on it. He gets out by the simple process of jumping out without a parachute. He jumps 300 feet from a helicopter without a parachute, and he learned to do it in the service. How do you do that?
Well, it's a technique called rappelling. Mountaineers do it quite often, and the only thing is I don't use a mountain. I use a rope 350 feet long, and I just more or less slide down this rope.
Where did you learn to do that?
In Vietnam.
Well, how did you learn to do it? Would the Green Berets do it?
Yeah, we flew support for the Green Berets, and they did this in a means of getting out where a helicopter could not land, and they showed me how to do it.
What commercial appearances have you made since you're in show business?
Well, I made one in a shopping center dressed as an Easter bunny.
That must have been a pretty big hit. Now, we have some film here of Vian going out of the plane. So, Lloyd, could we roll it, please? And Vian, would you tell us what's happening while we watch it? Lloyd, there we go.
Okay, this is the helicopter I use, and you can see the rope coming out. I lower it. This is myself here, tight, in a position to go out. Okay, and there I am. Now, in this sequence, I stop for a means of the camera in a close-up, showing that the rope is not tied to me physically.
It's not tied to you physically.
No, it's not.
Well, how are you going down it then?
Slide.
You slide down it. And you can control the speed?
I can control my speed. I can stop anywhere along there, or I can go completely down.
There you go.
Over
Look at
2
that.
seconds.
That's really fantastic. Thank you much for being with us on What's My Line. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. We're back, and with our next challenger. Enter and sign in, please. Phoebe Byron. Where are you from, Miss Byron?
I'm from Stonington, Connecticut.
All right, panel. Phoebe Byron collects a product that was very popular with women years ago. We will now show the audience of what her collection consists. And let's start the questioning with Greg Morris.
Collection item very popular with women years ago. Would this item be some type of wearing apparel?
No.
One down and not, well, it isn't wearing apparel in itself. That's true. 1 down and 9 to go, Arlene.
Does it have anything to do with the sewing department?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Soupy.
You collect something that was very popular for women years ago.
Yes.
Money. That's it. Is it found in the home?
Yes.
And you say it's not a wearing apparel. per se.
It's found in the home because everything got to be somewhere.
Yeah, but that didn't help me being in the house.
I wouldn't.
Unless it's the big house for me. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, is it something to wear?
Yes.
Is it worn above the waist?
Yes.
Is it worn above the neck?
Yes.
It used to be. Is it worn in the area of the head?
Yes.
Would it be like years
It's
ago?
usually above the neck.
Let me louse it up my own way. I don't need no help to be bad. I need help to be good. Or would it be something that is indeed found in the hair?
Yes.
Would it be buns? You know, they used to wear buns.
Every now and then, every now and then, West Virginia comes out.
That's right.
Would it be buns? Donna?
Oh dear. Used to be worn. Could it be those elaborate combs?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Greg.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask if it's worn in the hair. It's not the elaborate comb. Is a tiara considered a comb? No, it's not.
No, tiara's crown.
Crown, yeah. Is it a tiara?
No.
But there were just 3 or 4 ladies wearing those, and they were all queens.
They were popular, boy.
Arlene?
Is it either, here I go again, hair nets or barrettes or hairpins?
No.
6 down, 4 to go, Super.
Got a lot of
Wait a minute. What else you got there except dandruff? You named everything. Could we have a conference here?
Yes.
Oh, they used to wear rats. Is that
Well, that's what I meant by buns, rats.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Is it? No, it's not.
No, if that's what you meant by rats, then no. 1002, 1003, 1004.
No, that's a wimple.
Okay, you're back.
I passed to Donna.
Donna?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes. I didn't want your time yet. You want that one? Greg? 7 down, 3 to go.
Oh, then it ain't a
No.
mantilla. Okay.
No, it's not a mantilla. It's everything but that one thing. It's really dynamite. You're right at it.
Oh, I think I know.
A wig.
Would it be the bone hairpins?
No.
Bone hairpins, 8 down, 2 to go, Arlene.
Not a red ribbon in your hair.
Not a red ribbon in your hair.
That's what I thought was ribbons. You have any suggestions?
In that case, powder. No, they are hat pins.
Oh.
Hat pins. You named everything else. Ladies hat pins. Look at those.
Oh, look.
Are they gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful collection? They're really fantastic. Now, here's one. What is this one that I have here?
That one there is a sterling. It's sterling, and it has 2 faces, Indian.
It's like a Janus head, except it's Indians. Isn't that beautiful? Now, will you wear this in the daytime or in the evening? What do we
Oh,
do?
whenever you want to.
Okay, I'm going to put this one back, and I'm going to take another one out now. I'm going to take out this one. What have I got here?
That one there is mother of pearl. And that
Oh,
is
look at that.
also.
Did they carve that out? Is that what
Oh,
they...
yes.
Isn't that great?
How old are these, Miss?
They're
Donna?
very old.
Look at that.
They're kind of hard to come by right now.
Now, wait a minute,
Because-
here's one. They are, why is that?
Pardon?
Why are they hard to come by
Well,
now?
Nobody
because-
wears hats, much less
no,
hat pins.
And
Look at that. Is that hand painted? What is
yes, that is.
Oh,
Is it
so
cherries?
pretty,
What is
yeah.
that?
I think those are apples.
Apples.
Or cherries. No, I think they are cherries.
They are beautiful things. What's another one?
Well, then this one, where is that other one?
Which, oh, this
The one with the, this one here
Mm-hmm.
has like
Oh, that's
2
pretty.
little tiers of pearl. And
Can you get a shot of this? Look at that. Can you imagine that? Those
They
were
were
really...
protection for women.
Yes.
Do you ever wear these, or did you ever wear
I
these?
did, yes, I did wear them when I did have hats, but no more hats.
Did you feel
now.
safe and secure?
Oh, but yes.
I don't blame you. It's a beautiful collection, and thank you for bringing it to us on What's My Line. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. Okay, we're back and we have time for one fast round of Who's Who. So, Lloyd, can we have the curtain open, please? Here are 4 ladies and gentlemen who have graciously consented from the audience to play with us. A budgeting assistant, a statistician, a services appliances, or one who services appliances, and one who demonstrates housewares. All you have to do is hand out the card so that each person is holding the card, which states his or her occupation. You have 20 seconds. We'll start with Donna Valeri. On your mark, get set, go! Is not correct, and here comes Greg Morris. And that is correct. Hey, Greg got one. Okay. And would you tell us who you are, please?
Ethel Hepworth, Orlando, Florida, statistician.
Okay, thank you.
Sharon Reedon, Farmington, Michigan. I demonstrate housewares.
Okay.
Sandy Martino, Rochester, New York, service appliances.
Okay.
Ella Sinicus, Chicago, budgeting assistant.
Okay, thank you very much. You've won $25, and we have a special gift for each of you, and thank you for playing Who's Who on What's My Line. Thank you very much.
Each member of the Who's Who team will receive a Samsonite Silhouette Beauty Case in new wild strawberry color. Featuring Magic Action pop-up mirrors, Samsonite, we make travel a little easier. Larry.
Okay, thank you, Greg. We're back. Blindfolds are all in place, and would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we'll go one question at a time. You have about 2 minutes. Fate's law prevails, and we'll start with Donna Valeri.
Mr. Guest, do we know you because of your appearances on television?
Greg?
Well, he's got bad indigestion. Appearances on television. Would these appearances be in your own show? In other words, are you the star of your own show?
He's shaking his head on that one. Arlene? But in there. Arlene?
Is it a show that is a series on television?
That means yeah. Soupy?
Is it still on, or is it in like syndication or repeats?
Donna?
What does that mean?
That means yes. Donna?
I presume it is a human being. I didn't. The series is running right now. Is that it?
It's in syndication now, is what Soupy asked, right?
Ay, ay, ay.
What kind of show?
Right. Well, is it a musical show?
Not with that voice.
Greg?
I'm going to take a wild stab. Are you Leonard Nimoy?
Leonard Nimoy. Well, you tried.
Couldn't you fool around for a while?
How long were you two guys together on that show?
2 years.
2 years on that one. We shot next door to each other when he was
Well,
shooting
we
Star
were
Trek.
actually we were on the same lot, working close to each other for 5 years.
Yeah.
Star Trek and Mission Impossible both started at exactly the same time, and at the same lot on adjoining stages, and we used to visit back and forth.
So you were together how long before you filed your ears and then went away?
Well, it was 3 years on Star Trek, and then I moved right next door immediately the next season and went to work with Greg and the other guys.
But now, have you planned to give up acting entirely? Because I know you're writing now.
No, I'm not giving up acting, but I like to be as active as I can in as many fields as possible, so when the work runs dry, I'll have something to go to. Yeah.
Leonard just wrote a book called You and I. This is it. Can you get a shot of it anywhere? This is
It's
the title of the book.
photographs as well, photographs and poetry. It's a love story, Larry.
And it's, that's a beautiful photograph.
Thank you.
As I watch, I listen, I wait. This is the story of my life. How will she know me? If she is ready, she will know me.
It's that
I want my
particular-
mommy.
that particular section that you're reading from is this kind of what I call the search area of the book, where the young man is looking for the young lady that he expects to come into his life.
It's a kind of a novel in poetry, really,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
You once said a marvelous thing on Personality, show I was doing when I was on. He was asked what was the shortest romance he ever had. And he said, I was on a subway, and she was on the platform, and we looked at each other and smiled at what we thought we saw, and the train pulled out.
That's nice.
So I'm not
I
surprised
remember
you're
that
writing.
now, but we never met at that time because the film that they did on me was done on the West Coast, and they just brought the film here for you to use on the show.
Right, but it was a lovely film, and I'm not surprised that you're writing, because you're a gifted man and you
Thank
say
you.
words in a good way.
Thank you.
And come back and play with us.
Thank you. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Leonard. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. What I had not realized was that Leonard also did the pictures for this book. Is there any way you can get any of them? They're really quite beautiful.
Here you.
Is that a beautiful picture? Look at that one.
Yes.
Does his own developing.
Huh?
Isn't that marvelous? Boy, I tell you, for a fellow his height and weight, he's got more talent per ounce. That's really lovely, isn't it? I fell in love twice on that one.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have fun.